This is Rome, Italy, called in modern film circles Hollywood on the Tiber. And in Italy, Mecca for movie makers, long renowned for its contribution to the art of the cinema, one man stands out on a lengthy list of filmic artists. One man is recognized throughout the world as the creative genius of modern films. His name is Count Luchino Visconti di Madrone, but they call him Visconti.
But you have something to say, something to teach to the other, you have to do it. And this is always la molla, how do you say la molla, the push, that you push me to do something. I never know what style I try to have, but when I'm working, the style comes out, how can I say, alone, you know?
Luchino Visconti is really two persons. He is the regal Count Luchino Visconti di Madrone, a heavy-set, elegant man with gunmetal gray hair, dramatic eyebrows, and the patrician nose of his ancestors. He is also the senior of the great triumvirate, Visconti, Fellini, Antonioni, which has dominated world filmmaking for the past 20 years. His 10 feature films reveal an uncompromising perfectionist, a meticulous craftsman with profound understanding of people and a decided sympathy for victims of fate. This poet of the poor is a direct descendant of Gian Galeazzo Visconti, the 14th century Duke of Milan. Indeed, his aristocratic family traces back to Desiderius, father-in-law of Charlemagne. Visconti is particularly apt at describing in his films the interactions of members of a family. The Earth Trembles and Rocco and his brothers were about insurgent poor families, The Leopard and Sandra about decaying wealthy ones. In his newest film, The Damned, he brings his personal understanding of the high-born and wealthy to bear on a rich, powerful steel dynasty in Germany of the 30s. Starring Dirk Bogarde, The Damned, a Warner Brothers release, is considered the crowning point of Visconti's historic career. Also starring Charlotte Rampling and Ingrid Tulin, the film occupies a special place in Visconti's heart. England's Dirk Bogarde has achieved great international stature in such films as The Servant and Justine.
I think all my best about Bogarde because I chose him and I asked him to play in my film, and it was the first time he worked with me. But after very few days, I understand that Bogarde was a great actor. It was exactly what I need in this character in my film, you know.
I take that chance. They'll give me all their help. And there won't any more be a Herbert, or a Constantine, or a Joachim. I will be in command. I will make decisions. You and I, Sophie.
Visconti has enormous magnetic power. He doesn't say very much, but he feels everything. And somehow one picks up a very strong feeling. He would spend a long time with one, just looking and making absolutely sure that every piece of costume, how the hair was, how the hat was put on, how the veil would come down over the eyes, he would stand and he would watch, and he would not let one in any way start until everything was absolutely perfect. And it wasn't only for the leading actresses and actors, it was for everyone, it was for all the extras. He would look at you and he would see his whole creation in you. He would see the sets behind, he would see the whole atmosphere that was seen that you were going to do. He would see it all as one. It was absolutely marvelous. That's what it's like to work with Visconti. He's such a wonderful man.
But I don't see what's the point. You can't still be afraid of Herbert. Yes, before maybe, but now his papers aren't worth anything. No one's going to listen to him. Germany can do as she wishes. You yourselves, you can do anything you like in the whole of Europe. Nobody's going to lift a finger against you, so why keep us here? Oh, yes, because one day we might remember. And we might say to ourselves what we know about you, about everyone.
From Sweden, Visconti brought Ingmar Bergman's great discovery, Ingrid Thulin, to round out an international cast of the highest caliber.
Because I was looking for a woman who looks like a German woman, but in Germany I don't find a real great actress like Ingrid Thulin, you know. And then I prefer to have a Swedish, but who looks like a German, that a German who is not so good like Ingrid Thulin. And I think for Ingrid Thulin is a very great performance.
But I would like you to help me never to expose him to this sort of thing again. I would like you to help to transform the Essenbeck Corporation from a family enterprise to a company with a sole owner. And since Friedrich's name is not Essenbeck...
It's impossible.
Nothing is impossible in this country. The decree is sufficient. And Friedrich will be able to obtain the name and the title of Essenbeck.
To watch Visconti directing is to watch a master craftsman. No watchmaker puts together his jeweled machine with greater care or precision. No item is too trivial to attract the master's attention. No member of the cast is too insignificant.
And I wanted everybody who works with me are professional and very serious professional, you know. I don't think you can make movies with amateur people. And it's a thing I don't like and I disapprove.
In a Visconti film, even the china closet is filled with real china. To Visconti, the proper blending of every item of the physical world with people and their emotions is the stuff motion pictures are made of. Another Visconti trademark is the use of real locations instead of artificial-looking sets. A master perfectionist, his striving for ever-increasing realism takes his cameras into actual buildings and outdoors as much as possible.
To do The Damned is because I was convinced that in this moment was very important to make a film on Nazi moment in Europe. And I'm sure when the film will come out, it will be very important for the new generation that they don't know exactly what happened in this time in Europe. But what is important is a sort of denunciation of a situation in Europe in this moment, what I think is very important to remember to the people.
After every film, it is to this historic Italian village that Visconti comes. This is Spoleto, the home of the famed Festival of Two Worlds, and Visconti is one of the strongest supporters of this noted artistic achievement. A director of numerous plays and operas, as well as films, Visconti will devote more of his time to such endeavors in future. Feeling that The Damned is the culmination of his motion picture career, he will seek the satisfaction of artistic creations in all areas. Count Luchino Visconti di Madrone, Visconti, a man of two worlds.